Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is well. I definitely have not been feeling the greatest, so I apologize to anyone who has not seen any videos. But everybody, thank you for your patience, thank you for your prayers, thank you for checking in on me. You guys mean a lot to me, and I just want to make sure that I say that again. So if you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you would like to work with me, I would love to help you guys. You can reach out through email, redeemingthebroken@gmail.com. I repeat, redeemingthebroken@gmail.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We have 2 Facebook groups, Redeeming the Broken and Dead Marriages Redeemed. Come on over to both, guys. Okay, so let's get into today's word. And today's message is going to be about unconditional love versus conditional love, and maintaining a certain behavior as far as attracting in this journey. Because see, a lot of you guys are watching a lot of reels, you're watching a lot of content, and I say this all the time to my clients when they give me any videos. You have to understand, guys, that without context, a lot of these videos that you're watching are not going to help you, because the context of everybody's situation is different. Okay, all of those, factors matter. Okay, so let's get into the type of energy you want to be giving off, okay, to be able, as a Christian, to exercise the proper, I guess you could say, frequency of attracting somebody with self-worth, but then at the same time not going too far the opposite end where you're abandoning yourself. Like, there has to be a balance that's very hard to achieve. And again, context matters, so I can help you guys specifically in regards to that once I know your situation. So again, you can reach out through email, like I said, redeemingthebroken@gmail.com. So when it comes to conditional love, this is where a lot of people will talk about reciprocity. There needs to be reciprocity. If they're not doing this, I'm not doing that. If they're not doing this, I'm not doing that. And when you're a Christian, I'm going to tell you, that is something that, even though it's true, when you're on this journey, God is not looking for you to be so strict in that manner to prodigals. Because see, if you keep telling them more or less, like, if you don't do this, I'm not going to do that, then what is the sense in the unconditional love? Okay, so it's kind of like with a child when you're raising your babies. When you change their diaper, you're not getting anything out of return other than a poopy diaper. Okay, that's where they talk about how a lot of relationships, like, other than the child, isn't like an authentic unconditional love. And that's why, okay, because it comes natural with being a mother or a father, hopefully, anyway. So this being said, when it comes to attracting a spouse, a prodigal, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever, on this journey that you already know, okay, or in general, this could be any dynamic, like I said, family members, whatever, where you're trying to kind of like create a new foundation, or you're trying to you're working with someone who's unhealed, where there's trauma in the factor and stuff like that. This is where we have to really be thinking to ourselves, okay, I have to show them a level of self-worth, but then at the same time, I don't want to be making it like, if you cannot provide me with A, B, and C, I'm out. Okay, within reason. This is where, again, context matters. I hope nobody's taking this and applying it specifically to their situation, because I don't know your situation. But you have to, again, have a certain balance to it. So we want to make sure that we're showing self-worth. Like, we're not going to allow ourselves to be disrespected, but we're not looking for somebody to have a checklist of every reciprocity reciprocal factor, because we have to also, as a Christian, balance the unconditional love part too. So we can't have every need be met. We have to exercise grace, but then at the same time, we can't make excuses for people that are not willing to meet any of your needs. Okay? So again, this balance of unconditional love and conditional love is a very hard thing, because you need some reciprocal effort, but we also need to be able to be patient and know that love wasn't, something that was, Rome wasn't built in a day, to be able to have the kind of love that you're looking to get. Okay, so again, God had to show me this over time. So like, I know people that, again, they want their needs to be met, they want reciprocal effort, and this is something God wants too. He wants you to know your worth, but we can't also self-abandon either. So this balance to be able to have is so challenging, because you have to know exactly how to do it with who you particularly are dealing with, family member, spouse, any prodigal of any kind. So if you would like help with this, I would love to help you guys. Again, reach out through email, redeemingthebroken@gmail.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And then again, Facebook groups, Redeeming the Broken, Dead Marriages Redeemed. But yeah, guys, if the right balance is exercised, you'd be surprised at how fast these prodigals can actually come around, because it requires this perfect balance. It's not going to be perfect, but something that is foreign to them, that they've never seen anybody else do, because see, people either self-abandon or they have no self-respect. So in other words, they have no self-respect and they self-abandon, or they require too much expectations that are almost impossible as a prodigal to be able to match. I hope that makes sense, guys. So I should say impossible to match with where they are at in their journey. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless. Bye.